The Heartbeat plugin will allow us to create animations automatically within our scenes, and we're going to use it on a 3D object here to explain how it works. Now it can be used on any 3D object, 2D object, a font, an image, whichever. So we're going to go into our built-ins, into our container plugins. Within our tools folder, we have this Heartbeat, and we can drag this right onto our container. In this case, it's the torus. And you can see when we do that, that it automatically, immediately creates this scaling animation here. So we can come over into our Heartbeat properties. And the first thing that we have here is our animation length, which we can speed up by lowering the number, or we can slow down the animation by increasing the number. So below that we have a swing, and if you turn the swing off, you can see that this animation now is just going to reset every time it reaches the end. And if you turn the swing back on, it's going to go back to the beginning where it started. There's also a pause setting, so we can turn the pause on, and when you turn the pause on, you'll notice you have a little pause length underneath that becomes active, and we can increase this pause length so as it comes up it will pause longer if you increase the number, or pause less if you decrease it. We're going to turn the pause off. We have an initial wait set to 0 by default, and the final wait is set to 0 by default as well. Now if we increase the final wait, it would make it bigger. The initial wait, it started at the scale that we dropped our torus in, so whatever our scale is at 1 there that we dropped it into the scene tree is the initial wait. Now we also have a change vector, so we don't just need to change the scaling here on the X, Y, and Z. We can also choose to just to do it on the X here, and you can see that the torus now just scales in one axis. We also have a Y and a Z that we can choose as well. There's a XY, which does 2 axes, a XZ, and then a YZ as well. And finally, to keep it proportional, you can use X, Y, and Z. So scaling isn't the only option you have within the Heartbeat. You can also choose to change the rotation, and you can turn this on, and then you get a rotation axis selection. So we can choose X, Y, or Z. You have an initial angle and a final angle. And again, it's on swing mode, so it's going back and forth. If you wanted to go constant on one axis, you could turn this swing off. Besides the rotation, you also have an option to change the alpha. And you have an initial alpha at 0 and a final alpha at 100. And obviously you can change these numbers to match whatever you need. With the alpha on, it just fades on and off consistently. Below that, you also have the option for change color, and then you can choose a source color and a target color as well, and have it fade between the two colors.